Welcome to Behind the Gates.
We are recapping episode 30. Now, I'm still working, so we're still doing flowers. All right, is that all right with y'all? Okay, so let's talk about episode 30. Now, episode 30 was really nothing, no drama or anything like that. I think it was a lot of foreshadowing of things, for things to come. We didn't get anything about the assistant. So we don't know what's happening over there. So nothing revealed. So it was all about the fashion show, which Samantha was able to get onto the fashion show, which they talked about her dating. Like, man, are we already talking about her dating? And then they also, Martin and Smitty, they also let us know that they didn't always have the kids. So they got them at a particular age. They didn't get them as babies. So they're adopted, obviously. But with that, they were able to, agree that they will allow her to start dating. And they already, she's out on the streets. Like it's good, wholesome fun, right? Danny really just her and Dre are like a thing. Like he really looked like he spent the night. She was like, I haven't told him about our friendship with, exceptional benefits. But honey, he's like, I'm just here to take pictures. Sir, no, you here. You've been D'ing down her mama. So there's that. Okay. Now, one thing I did appreciate about Kat and Chelsea sort of taking on the reins for, let's put these lilies in first, taking on the reins of Samantha, is that they included her in, into the family business. So that was good. All right, let me put this back in here. Make this quick arrangement. All right, so much. Okay, and then Martin and Smitty are all ran into when they got to the thing. Let me go back. Danny said she's really like just gonna put on a good front today. She really gonna put on a good front. She really gonna, probably cry tomorrow. Her daughter's leaving her, and everybody's like, the girl ain't dying. She's just moving on with her life. Like, man, I tell you, some parents, they don't let their kids grow up. They want them to be underneath them all the time. But she learning that it's important. It's growth for her too to really move on. It's good. So the fashion show went on without a hitch. Like everything was good. It was live streamed. They talked about being an influencer and how important that is, and just some real idle chit chat. It wasn't that it wasn't a boring episode. It was not. It was just a lot of just getting some more backstory, especially with Tomas, because they was like, I'm her grandfather, I'm her father, I'm her brother, and I'm her brother-in-law. Who are you? And what do you do? He said, I work for Bill. Do you consider Bill to be your guy? That's your dude? That's your man to them? And he didn't want to answer because he know that everybody in there know that Bill is a piece of pee-pee, right? So, they just trying to make sure that he's not as evil as Bill is, So, but it's working out. I think Tomas is just really trying to, do the best that he can. I think he's staying very respectful. Again, we talked about her wanting to give Kat. He wanted to give him the cat in the first place. So we think it's going to be good. So everything was pretty wholesome. I mean, he did buy a ticket. So that means that, interested men act interested, as my girl Demetria L. Lucas would say. So we feel good about, the things that he has done and where things are going with him. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And hopefully there's some love in the air, which is always good. And then that's it. Chelsea gave a really impactful speech about her mom and how important she is and how important she is to her and her career, and that she's moving on, not from a perspective of I'm done with my mom, but really she helped me through so much and I'm really grateful for her and all things like that. So it worked out really good. Great episode. Again, an episode that you need. Sometimes you don't need all the drama. You can't just be drama. Sometimes you got to have some wins. And that's what I was at the end when she came up. I was like, please don't let her fall or don't let Bill show up. That was what I was thinking. because Bill wasn't invited. And they made a point about saying that. So I know it's going to come up again because pretty much everybody was there except Jacob had to work. So he wasn't there. But pretty much everybody in the family was there except Bill. And they made it a point that he wasn't invited. So I know that's going to be a sort of point of contention later. Hopefully, Helicopter Haley don't decide that she want to intervene and say something. You hurt my husband's feelings. Girl, shut up. So we'll see how that goes. All right. It's just simple arrangement. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fly. And then, and that's it. You know, Smitty is back writing, so everybody's excited about that news. So that's good. That's it. It was a pretty simple episode. So not much to review, not much to recap. Just kind of hold your horses for a little bit and let's see where this thing takes us. You know, see where this thing takes us. And you know how it is. Okay? Other than that, we're going to save all of that for that. We're going to save all of that for that. And then let's got here, right? Just trying to make sure I got enough stuff, you know? We try to cater to everybody's budget. All right. That's it. All right. We got our flower. There it is. That's it. That's pretty, isn't it? Get that. That's pretty. All right. So that's it, guys. That's a recap of episode 30. Not too much to talk about. Not too much drama. Just a great fashion show. Great family function. Everybody is all kumbaya. Everybody is good. So you know what that means, that S is about to hit the fan. So let's go ahead and let's look at episode 31. I'm almost caught up, y'all. I'm almost caught up. Okay, bye.
Like, share, sign up for those notifications, and subscribe to this channel.